Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review. This is a human hair wig by Milano. This is called their Nicole wig. It's a 19-inch length wavy piece in the color medium brown balayage. Nicole, 19 inches, wavy. It came out of the box looking like this. If you want to know more about this, then stick around for the rest of this video. I am so excited to be bringing this video to you guys. This is a dream come true, honestly, to be able to review a wig like this. I don't even know. So let me tell you how I came about reviewing this one. As some of you have seen, I purchased a Milano hat fall wig and I did a review on that one, and I love that wig so much. I purchased that one on my own. I didn't reach out to Milano. Milano didn't reach out to me. They knew nothing about it. They saw my video and they saw my Instagram posts and loved it, and so they asked if I'd like to collaborate with them on another video. And of course, as I'm trying to learn as much as I can about human wigs and expand my experience, of course I said yes. And so they did send me this wig to review. I am likely not keeping it. I do have an option to purchase it. Right now though, it is just on loan. So I know that I'm going to get questions. I've already gotten questions on Instagram about how it will, please share how it wears over time, how it washes up, all of those things. I may not be able to give you guys that in depth of a coverage on this one if I'm unable to purchase it, which I'm not thinking we can afford it right now. So this may just be going back to Milano, but at least you guys are going to get to see an initial look and impression of this one, because let's face it, human hair wigs are very hard to purchase because you really can't see reviews on them. You're just oftentimes purchasing them based on a couple of pictures that you were able to see, and that's about it. And that for the price of them, it's really scary. So I'm really excited to be sharing this one with you guys. So this, like I said in the intro, is a Nicole, 19 inches in length. This has been permed, so it is a wavy, kind of between a curl and a wave. It's not super curly, but it's more than wavy, and it's gorgeous. Let me show this to you from all sides, and then I'm going to tell you all about her. Okay, so one thing I want you to notice from the back, this one has quite a bit of hair. It's a 120 density, and so I want you to see when I play with it, it seems like it's hair for days. It definitely has a lot of hair. Another way to kind of tell that is if I were to pull it back in a ponytail, that's a thick ponytail. So one of the great things about Milano is they have a lot of different choices on their website and a lot of different wigs. So if you're looking for maybe a piece, about shoulder, a little longer than shoulder length, but you don't want such a high density, because this is 120 density, you can get a ponytail wig, which is 105 density, and that one will be a little lower density, and it's got some extra under ventilation, probably just a few, maybe less wefts is my guess, but I don't know exactly what that means. But the point of that is to allow you to put it in high ponies a little bit easier. I think if you had either bio hair to blend, so you could pull a little bio hair out at the sides or at the nape, or you could cut in baby hairs, I do think you could get this one into a high pony. You would just have to figure out how to blend and, disguise that cap. Let's talk about the cap. I'm going to try to tell you everything I can so that you will have all the information you need if you're looking for a human hair wig. So this cap has a lace front, which came pre-cut. So you can see they cut a zigzag sort of cut in it. I didn't have to cut the lace front, which is very rare when purchasing human hair wigs. They often come with the lace uncut. That was fantastic. This one comes with ear tabs, and it has clips, pressure clips on the ear tabs. So you press them and then you squeeze them to close them. Similar to what a topper has. You can cut those clips out if you'd like. It also has an extended nape with hook adjusters, so you can hook adjust them. And I don't know if I talked about the comb here. It comes with a comb in the front. Now, this is their basic cap wig, as far as they've got multiple cap styles you can choose. So this is their base level cap. It does have a silk top, so it's not a basic cap. For those of you who are familiar with synthetic wigs, that's not what I mean by basic cap. It has a beautiful silk top. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But this is just their base level cap. So this cap is what would come with this wig if you don't upgrade it. And you have that choice when you're placing your order. There's a bunch of drop-down boxes. One of the drop-down boxes is cap style. So you can take this cap, you can add a wig grip to it for an extra $15, or you can do one of their more medical grade caps where it has more silicone. It's a little bit more of a comfort cap. It doesn't come with the clips and the combs. That's an upgrade. Another thing you can add to your purchase on this is custom cut. So if you notice, it's pretty much all one length. There aren't really any layers. Very, very slight, soft layers, as you can see right here, so that it's not a super blunt cut. But if you're looking for something a little more layered, you can either have them custom layer it, you can have them add face framing layers, long layers, whatever you want. The pony wig, which I just mentioned, which is a little lower density, has some layers in it as well. It's long layers. So they have many different styles. Not just this, not just the pony wig. They have lots of different styles. And so what you would do is you just try to assess what are you looking for as far as length. Sorry everyone, my battery died. Just shut the camera off. Well, anyway, I think I was saying that you can kind of choose the wig that you want based on the length, the layers that you'd like to have in it, or you can have them customize a specific piece. So the things I want you to note on this one: very full at 120 density, all one length, and so in the front, it's all one length in the front. So for those of you who feel like this is too front heavy, you can get them to put some long layers in for you. So that is so awesome. You just really get full service from Milano. Let's talk about this style. So this is a permed piece. It's kind of, like I said earlier, a cross between wavy and curly. Let me get up closer so you can see this. It's gorgeous. One of the things I'm sad about if I'm unable to afford to purchase this one is that I'm not going to get to see how it washes up. I suspect, because I have experience with human hair wigs that don't really have a lot of curl, and I'm able to get some gentle waves by using the curly girl method, which I have a video on. I didn't do the curly girl method. I link you to a video, but I talk about it, which I'll put in the description of this video so you know what I'm talking about. But if you were to do some scrunching and putting product in and maybe use the curly girl method when drying, I think you could get more curl out of this one. I would bet on it. So it's not, if I am lucky enough to figure out how to keep this one, I will do all that for you. I'll wash it. I'll show you how it can get curlier. I'll show you how it wears over time. I'll do all that. If not, then my thought is for sure you're going to be able to get more curl in this by getting it wet and scrunching it. Let's take a look at this top. Now this is a silk top. The most awesome thing about a French silk top, I think is what it's called, is you don't see any knots. Look at how realistic that looks. It just looks like scalp. Another thing that I'm so impressed about is how they transitioned the lace front to that silk top. One of the things that I don't really like about silk tops, I love how natural they look, but what I don't like is you can often see that line of transition because the material for this is so different from a lace top. You can see that. They did such a good job. I mean, can you guys tell where the lace front starts and that silk top begins? Not really. It's one of the best I've ever seen. It is phenomenal. They did such a good job. And this is the lace front. So let's take a look at that lace front. Like I said, it came pre-cut. Look at how good that is. They did such a good job. If you wanted to pluck that a little bit more, you sure could. I've shown you how to pluck part lines, which you don't need to do on this one at all, and lace fronts in a previous video. Now that's on synthetic wigs, but you can absolutely do that on human hair wigs as well. This is just gorgeous. It is tuckable, but like I said, with the density of this wig, it's a challenge to tuck. I have a kind of a hair hanging in my eye here. It's just a little bit of a challenge to tuck because it's very dense and full over here. That doesn't mean you can't tuck it. You can absolutely tuck it. You can style it. You can change the part on this. So that silk top, let me feel for it. Your parting space is like all of this. So you can do, this is more of a like an off-center part, it's just how it came. You can do a left part, a right part, a deep part, a shallow part. You can do whatever you want. Another thing I would show you if I can keep this one is how to change the part. But I think I might be able to do that with a different wig. So changing the part with a human hair wig, especially a silk top, can be just a little bit involved. It's not hard. You just have to get it wet. You have to get those fibers to adjust themselves. But it's absolutely something you can do. So really, you guys, there's so much to love about this wig. I think the hair is amazing. It's soft. It's healthy. I mean, it just feels so good. Look at that. I think the only thing that I can see some people wishing is that it just wasn't so heavy up in the front, but that's so easy for you to manage by just getting it custom cut. I think if you're new to human hair wigs or wigs in general, you have to get used to the idea that wigs aren't always going to come out of the box perfect for you, that there is going to need to be some customization of some sort done to make it just right for you. And I would say with human hair wigs, that's especially true. It's very rare that you'll get a human hair wig that's going to be 100% perfect. At some point, you're probably going to want to take it to a stylist to get some layers put in, some face framing, something done. And so just keep that in mind. If you're searching for the perfect density and the perfect cut in a human hair wig, you may be searching for a very long time. Milano is a trusted resource when it comes to human hair wigs. They have a stellar reputation for producing good quality human hair wigs. They have physical locations, I think on both coasts, nowhere near me, but so they have physical locations you can go to shop, and they're used to customizing wigs. This is what they do. So if you want them to do any kind of customization, you can get them to put money pieces in the front. You can get them to add extra highlights, extra lowlights, reverse balayage. I mean, they can just do anything that you want them to do. And so don't hesitate to reach out and talk with them about what you're looking for, because I know that they'll be able to help you. I also think their prices are good. I think they're better prices than some of the online sort of boutique human hair sellers out there. Probably because they've got a little bit more volume, so they can afford to do that. Now, of course, prices are high. If you're a synthetic wig wearer, there will be sticker shock for you. I think as of the filming of this video, I think this wig retails for $1,400. Now, that said, you're getting Remy Human Hair. If you take care of this wig, you're going to have it for years, and you're going to be able to wear it for years. And that is tremendous. And if you can add up how much you spend on synthetic wigs over the course of a few years, you're getting a little bit closer to it making sense. So I wouldn't write it off if you're interested in human hair. The other thing I want to add, you guys, I know this is getting long, but one of the things that kept me from wanting to wear human hair for a long time is I didn't want to style it. I just was so used to the ease of synthetics, just plop and go. I really didn't want to deal with styling. A wavy piece like this will help solve that for you, because you're not going to have to style it. Once you get the cut right, you're not going to have to curl it and straighten it and do all of those things that you have to do with a straighter piece. This one is just like plug and play. Seriously, it's going to be just great. Just keep it healthy, keep it hydrated, you know, use good product on it, and it's pre-styled for you. How awesome is that? Let me give you one more look all around, and let's get outside. I want you to see this color outside. Now, the other thing to keep in mind with color is, it's so fun to do this, you guys. I know I just did that, and it's like I can't help myself. The hair is just so awesome. One thing to keep in mind with the color, every one of these is colored by a person. It's custom colored, essentially. Even if at their website they've got standard colors, they're going to be similar but not exact. We're dealing with human hair. Human hair is porous and will take color differently. And so you might get a piece, this is medium brown balayage, and I believe they rooted it because this is a pretty dark root and it's a little bit darker at the root. I think they rooted this one, so you can choose to not have a dark root. You can, you know, do whatever you want, but just keep in mind, if you order the exact same color I have, it may not look exactly the same. Anything custom made is going to have variation, so just keep that in mind when you are proceeding. All right, everybody, this is fantastic. I love, love, love this hair. It's a lot of hair though, you guys. If you're thinking you have gotten overwhelmed with human hair wigs in the past, you might want to go with a little bit lower density. This one has a lot of hair, but this is like the hair I always wanted. Really always wanted. Let me know if you guys have questions, and let's get outside. Let's talk about the fit. So this is a medium cap size, and my circumference is 22 inches, but I'm actually quite small over the top of my head. I actually fall into the petite range for the measurements over the top of my head. This wig fits me pretty much like a glove. I don't have extra cap up here. I don't actually get awesome coverage right here. You can see all of my bio hair right there. So I really think if you are bigger than a 22-inch circumference, or if you're bigger than my over the top measurements, which I'll put in the description of this because I can't remember them all, I wonder if maybe you should get a large cap. I would recommend that you reach out to Milano with your measurements, and they can advise you. Because this is such an expensive purchase, I'd hate for you to make the wrong purchase. I'm not sure what their return policy is, but who wants to have to return a wig and wait for another one to come, right? So I just can tell you, for a 22-inch circumference, and do I have it cinched in at all? I'm not sure if I cinched it in at all. Yeah, it's only cinched in one. And I'm not sure if I'm able to get this out right now. My fingers don't work so well with darn arthritis. So I struggle to recommend a medium cap if you're much larger than me in any of your measurements. Oh, before we go outside, I forgot to mention a discount code. If you use the code WIGSISTER10, you will get 10% off your purchase. And it doesn't just have to be this wig. It can be any wig on their website. WIGSISTER10 will get you 10% off. I will put that in the description, but just keep that in mind if you're in the market for a human hair wig. All right, everyone, here we are outside to take a look at this beautiful, let's see, medium brown balayage with a dark root color. It's important to remember when you're dealing with color on human hair wigs there is going to be probably less consistency than there is even in synthetic wigs, if you're familiar with synthetic wigs and some of those variations. There's so many variables, and color done on a human hair wig is done by hand. And so just imagine coloring wig after wig after wig. Where you put those, I don't know how they do balayage and things, but if it's foils or if it's just, you know, they paint some color on certain sections. However that's done, it's not going to be able to be done perfectly consistently. It's a handmade item, essentially, and we all know that handmade items have unique properties to them because you can't hand make something exactly the same every single time. But you can get an overall sense at what the balayage is. So darker on the top, and then it gets lighter toward the bottom. Depending on the kind of balayage, this is a really warm caramely color. I really, really like it. It's not brassy though, which I really appreciate. And then they've done a little bit of a darker root up here. So this is a very dark root. I don't know if all of their balayage come rooted. I don't think so. But this is something, if you're going to place an order with Milano, you would just work with them on. You can talk to them about that. You can customize anything, but I think a lot of these stock colors don't come rooted. So I'm not sure that the rooting will be quite as dark if you just get a regular medium brown balayage. It's such a beautiful color. My arm's getting tired. I'm going to switch hands here. Hopefully not drop the phone or be too loud on the mic on the switch. Isn't it pretty? And these curls. It's just gorgeous. So hopefully that helped you. I know for me, the colors on their website were the hardest, struggling between the dark brown balayage, the medium brown balayage, the medium brown baby light. I mean, there's just so many things, but I would just reach out to them and discuss it with them. I know they have a couple of videos on YouTube talking about the differences between like the balayage and the baby light as well, and you might want to check those out. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.